Hi everyone! I'm really happy to welcome you in these conversations on commercial illustration and paintings created to private collections from the very beginning. In these conversations, I would like to discuss with you, first of all, how these very type of paintings do differ from those which you create within your conceptual vision and which you can later sell or which you can later exhibit. So how commercial things which are commissioned, which are ordered, how they differ from those freely created. I have decided to start these conversations, to make this subscription, because many of my students put that question to me on how do you work with commercial illustrations? How does it differ? Where do you find customers? How do you work on compositions? How do you basically work with clients? How do you have that conversation? How do you make the sale happen? It concerns both the illustration, commercial illustration, and the commissioned art. Because as far as I understand, it is not enough to be a good artist, to be a skilled painter, but it's also quite important to be able to communicate, to talk with your clients productively and efficiently, so that they understand that you are a professional and you can create what they envision. Second, that they trust you, that you can really do it in a set time frame. And here we will also have things to discuss. It is also important, starting your work on commercial illustrations and starting your work on commissioned art, it's also important to understand what should be the price, what you are ready to ask for, what you're ready to work for. We will discuss many more aspects of working on commercial illustration, and definitely in this subscription I suppose it to be on a monthly basis. For these years that I have been working on botanical illustrations, floral illustrations, historically I always have some commercial projects or some commissioned art, so I guess that I will be able to share my knowledge with you and my creative process with you on different types of commissioned art. And this will be not only the theoretical conversations on how to do it, but also I will try to show you the practical aspect, the real life creation of illustrations. And definitely I will be explaining to you some difficult moments related to working with composition once again, because it's always a milestone, always a key component of any good illustration, and it's always a bit challenging for beginners. Also, I will be definitely explaining to you and just revealing some of my tips, secrets, etc. on how I'm working with different objects like leaves, which you mostly don't like, or how just my tips on how I'm working with different colors, techniques I use to still render that tonality, to still showing the volume on things that are not so obviously textured or that don't have such obvious curves. So also regarding the technical aspect of this subscription, I will produce videos, photos with comments, etc. Mostly it's gonna be videos. And I think most of you know me and my situation in life. So this is gonna be very live videos and raw videos, so that you have that feeling of being here and working together with me. I will try my best to make videos with maximum 10 minutes long, so that you don't get tired. And I will try to produce like a video once in 1 to 3 days, so that overall, as promised, at the end of the month you will have the overall footage of up to 2 or 4 hours of video content. Also, once in a month, as promised, we will have Zoom sessions during which you will be able to ask questions upon the videos or just get consultation if you need one, or maybe some just piece of advice on the project you're working on, or just we will be able to discuss anything, basically anything. So enough said, let's start with the most prosaic question. where and how to find clients, to find customers.